Money.
Period. Oceans or mountains?
Oceans.
Karma or revenge?
Karma.
Astrology or psychology?
Astrology.
Truth or comfort?
Truth as fuck.
Soulmate or twin flame?
Soulmate.
Aliens or ghosts?
Aliens. Even though ghosts are real.
Drunk text or voice notes?
Neither. Do I have to say one?
Toxic or block them?
Okay, so yeah, block them, but I be toxic for a little bit and then I block. So both.
Coffee or tequila?
Tequila. That was cool, right? Cue the theme music. Power.
Say you love me, 'cause it's me. Tales of a free ass spirit, I'm just me. I'm just me. 'Cause it's me. Tales of a free ass spirit, I'm just me. I'm just me. 'Cause it's me. Tales of a free ass spirit, I'm just me. I'm just me.
Okay, y'all. Hey, I'm Darnella Jean, and welcome back to another episode of C'est la vie, Tales of a Free Spirit. That's where we clap. Shay was clapping wrong. Hey, y'all. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. Oops, sorry, I'm probably a little tipsy. Speak. 9. Girl, because no, clearly Shay and I both be mistaking what episode.
Girl, I did that since season 1.
I don't care. Girl, it was season 3. He was so shooken. But I don't understand. So I literally went back to when I was doing my research and stuff yesterday at work. I literally went back to make sure what episode is this, and I wrote it down. Because y'all not finna have me out here butt naked on the bear. What is it? Butt naked on a bearskin rug. Okay. But anyways, hey y'all. I feel like I haven't been here in 2 weeks because I just been like going through stuff. Life just be life, and not to mention I just had a lot of extracurriculars, activities going on. But we will get into that. But right now I want to talk about what I'm drinking because I am tipsy, honey. I'm drinking these Cutwater strawberry margarita. Shay's drinking tequila Lunazel, and I'm drinking tequila Lunazel as well. Yeah. So Shay, how was your weekend?
It was lit. Little family time, little playing in the rain, much needed.
A lot of playing in the rain. A lot of playing in the rain.
It was lit. We was drunk.
Yeah, it was lit as fuck. So I was here, obviously, and then I left and met up with my brother to go to our other brother's house over north. So that was fun. And then it just got dark out of nowhere. So I jetted back to the crib, and it was busting here. So yeah, me and them took a picture of me and Shay sleep. Oh, you're gonna post it. Let me say how my best friend be bullying me. Because she be trying to say, you be bullying me and you be fucking me. No. So she was drunk and so we was all just lit drunk or whatever. I personally was getting sick, but yeah. So I sat on the couch. Now mind you, the whole couch, it's a whole like 7L shaped couch or whatever. So I sit, I'm laying back chilling. This heifer come and sit, not on the other side of the couch. She comes sits right in front of me.
Well, TJ was laying right
I don't remember.
He was drunk.
No, he wasn't.
Clearly, I would have went over there, but it was occupied.
No.
Come to the next.
So she come in front of me. She sits in front of me, which is cool. Then she just leans back on top of me. So I'm like, Shay, you can't. It's like, shh. It starts tapping my thigh like, shh, it's okay, it's okay. No, it's not okay. And before I know it, I guess he both just fell asleep. I don't know, but Shay's gonna post a picture.
You went to sleep too. They kept saying like, y'all both asleep. I'm like, in the video, because they got a video. I'm like, You was sweet too, like.
I remember like tripping about it, but I guess I didn't care. Girl, I was sick. I was tired. So the 4th of July was lit. So what have I been doing? I feel like it's just been a lot going on. So y'all know I was in a friend of mine's wedding. I was a bridesmaid. So I invited my Michael from Texas up here, and I blocked him. I had the worst time. Like, I feel like, so basically what happened with him, guys, was I was supposed to vlog. Like, when a man show you who they was 12 years ago, believe them. When they keep showing you who they are through the course of them 12, 13 years, believe them. Don't be me. And when you leave out of Texas, keep them niggas in Texas. All my exes live in Texas for a reason, okay? Because, baby, when I tell you, I brought this man up here to my hometown to be around people that have known me longer than he has or anybody has that's lived in Texas besides my actual family. And he completely embarrassed me, was rude. Yeah, I just feel like he really just didn't care. Like, so the whole reason why he came up here was because I wanted him to be a +1 with me. I was, like I said, a bridesmaid in this wedding. And I'm like, you should come up here. You know, we've never really lost contact. We never really lost contact after I moved here. So, and I went back to visit, you know, Texas a few times since I've been here, and every time I went, of course, I went to go see him. So I'm like, yeah, you need to come to Minnesota. So I was like, you know, why don't you, like, he's met all of my siblings. He's, of course, met my mom. Like, he's met pretty much all of my family, but I'm like, you've never met, like, my closest friends for real. Like, you've met Bucky, because, you know, me and Bucky, he's came to Texas to visit me a few times, but he's never met like my closest friends. So I'm like, you know, it'll be fun for him to come up here, see the city that raised me, see the people that have been around that helped shape me into the woman that I am today. And obviously, like, I'm a bridesmaid in one of my closest friends' weddings, so like, why wouldn't you be a part of that, you know? So the whole planning of him coming here, it was so, like, it was excitement. I'm like, yeah, so I'm going to show you my high school. I'm going to show you where I used to fight at. I'm going to show you, you know, all the good food spots. I'm going to take you to the Mall of America. I'm going to show you my sister's high school. Like, I'm going to just show him, I was going to show him all around Minnesota, you know. And it just didn't work out. Like, I feel like anybody that I brought him around, he was rude as hell to me in front of them. Most of everybody kind of bit their tongue out of respect for me, except for Memphis, which I love Memphis for that. Oh, should I be Indian? I'm just saying names. But yeah, Memphis was, when I tell you, my friends don't play about me. Memphis was going in on him, like, because he was just being rude. So we was at this rehearsal. Because mind you, I'm a bridesmaid. I'm not just attending the wedding. I'm in the freaking wedding. So we had to, like, practice to do this walk or whatever, which we all drunk faded. So, you know, we kicking it. It wasn't even like, we was just kicking it. And he just, like, he was being very rude. Like, I would be all like, hey, you know, babe, you know, loving me, leave me alone. Like, he was just being very standoffish. And then not to mention, like, he would just have, like, smart shit to say, like, the whole time. It was just always an argument. And I'm just like, dude, like, can you at least act like you want to be around my friends? And I'm always respectful to your mom. You know, I was cool to you. Like, he brings me around all his family, all his stupid friends, and I'm always cool. So why wouldn't, I feel like I deserve the same thing. And I didn't get that. He was just disrespectful. And then to the point where he got mad. Y'all, baby, this man got mad at me because I told him to let my best friend sit in the front seat. So much so, because it was funny in the beginning, like, yeah, da-da-da-da. He was just being, like, rude about it. And then he just kept on making comments about me making him sit in the back seat. So we pull up to Shay house. I'm dropping her. And I don't think I dropped Nene. I think I dropped her off. And he never got back in the front seat. I was so hot. I'm like, you really are mad. Like, I forgot what type of nigga you are. Like, who gets mad for me letting my best friend, a girl, sit in the front seat? Like, that's weird as hell to me. And he's just like, I'm not that type, like, baby. So, and that was like the second day. That was like the second day he was here. So it was just beef. We was beefed the whole time. Not to mention the wedding. So after the wedding, we had the reception or whatever. So we're at the reception. The letter. I'm so glad Bucky was here. When I tell y'all, that was a trying week for the kid. Just because I had a lot of shit going on prior to the wedding, during the wedding, and just like a lot of stuff. Like I just felt like, just felt away about a lot of people during this whole process. So I was just like, I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna make it through the wedding, but I'm so glad like Bucky was there. I'm so glad Memphis was there, because if it wasn't for them, I don't know. Because I just felt like it was just too much going on, and it was just too much for me to take. Like I literally had to physically disassociate myself. Otherwise, it wasn't gonna go. So, but anyway, so we're at the reception, and when I tell you I'm dancing with Bucky, I'm kicking it. Like Michael was in the car for like the latter half of the reception. We didn't even stay the whole time, cause I'm just like, who sits in the car? Like who does that? Like, and it's like, I don't know if you're jealous, but it's like at the same time I told you that what you're here for. You're here to visit me. You're here to have a good time. You're here for a whole week, but from Thursday until at least Saturday, Sunday, we're dealing with the wedding. So, and it's like you couldn't even put your pride or ego, whatever the hell it was, to the side to be there for me and make sure that I was happy and make sure that because he already knew I was dealing with a lot of fuck shit anyway within the wedding. So for him to not even be willing to be my support and help me and just kind of be there for me mentally, I just was like, I was really taken aback, because my mouth was agape. Because I would never do that to anybody that I care about. Because my best friend, like, even with like the fact that she don't even really care for Michael, she literally still, because she knew, baby, I need you. Like she was doing her best friend duty. Like she hung out with me and him, because I'm like, I can't be with him by myself. Like I can't. Like we had a whole hotel for a week in Bloomington, and I kept coming home, finding reasons to come home. But I say that to say, like, she was able to put her issues to the side to appease like her friend, and the fact that he couldn't do that for me, like, that's just weird. And the fact that like I would do anything for you and support you and whatever popcorn ass decisions you have, because Lord knows they never stick. So, and I support you in all that, and for you to just not even be, and even with the podcast, he doesn't support my podcast. It's just like, I'm just sick of like people. I'm so sick of people. I'm so sick of people wanting me to go over and above and beyond and do and do and do. And it's like, I can't even get you to share nothing, honey. I can't even get you to be like, oh, DJ got a podcast. So I'm just saying, like, it was a horrible week. I feel like I'm just sick of people. Like I'm really at this point, like I'm 36 years old. I'm starting to really just not care. I'm realizing that me having this podcast and me like reflecting is really making me feel like I don't really think I have a lot less friends than I thought I did. And it's just, I'm just getting to the point where it's like, I'm okay with that. Like, I don't care to have people in my life that really don't, what did she say? That likes to talk about me when I'm not in the room. But no, for real, like, I just don't care. Like, I'm somebody that I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it to you. I'm not going to be weird about it. And I'm just sick of just going around people feeling like I'm being talked about, thrown under the bus. I'm sick of people not really supporting me and supporting my goals and my ambitions when all I do is want everybody around me the fuck to win. And Michael really put that in perspective for me. Like somebody that I love, that I was in love with, am in love with, and just really, I feel like I will go to bat for, couldn't even be emotionally available for me for a week. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. And that's crazy. So, Shay, because this is just my POV. This is my POV and everything. But Shay was, I'm speaking about, Shay, whatever. But she was there. And we had conversations at the bar. We had a lot of conversations the whole time. My best friends, one thing my best friend, like, she's going to give it to me real. Like, what was your take on how Michael was treating me from your eyes?
Basically, to sum it went up 100.
Cher's ready to kill him.
Like, I don't play about my best friend, so that was his last strike with me. So, DJ.
Okay, Shay, that's it. But no, when I tell you everybody has something like negative to say about him, damn near, and it's just really about how he was acting towards me. So yes, that's pretty much the gist of that week. So yeah, I am single, 100%. My goal, I don't really have one. I just want to get back into my grind. I want to get back into focusing on me, my spirituality, my elevation. When I think about my future in dating, I just don't see it for me right now. And that's how I want it. Like, I think Michael, I don't know. That was definitely a lesson. God, I hope that was a lesson. And I get it. Okay. I feel like Michael had a lot of potential. I think he had a lot of potential. He has a lot of potential, but like, he's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about Honey Bun. But it's not my job to care. So I just, yeah, that's dead. So I'm going to try my hardest. I blocked him. So yeah. But yeah, that was the trip. Moving on though. Oh, we're talking about him. Did y'all know that Danny Glover has Alzheimer's? He had Alzheimer's, and Danny Glover's Mr. M-I-S-T-E-R period. Till you do right by me, everything you even think about gonna fail. That Danny Glover, the nigga that died in Saw, that Danny Glover. The nigga from Lethal Weapon, that Danny Glover. Nigga. Yeah. Color Purple, nigga. M-I-S-T-E-R, nigga. Dead homies. He has Alzheimer's. His daughter forced him to say something because I guess she didn't want it to be like a narrative, a false narrative, or them to be like anything. But I guess she's been living with it since 2022. And yeah, some days are harder than others. Alzheimer's is crazy. Like, I never personally been with a family, like nobody in my family that I know of has Alzheimer's. But like, I worked in an Alzheimer's facility, and it was really sad to see, because they're not our family, you know. But it was really sad to see, like, there was this one guy, he could not come past the front door. Like, he would come there and he'll give money to like get her hair done every Tuesday, but he could never like step in and speak to his mom. Like, crazy. Like, it was just like some people just can't see their family, their people like that. Then there was this one lady, her name was, I guess I can't say her name, but she was a cheerleader for the Dallas Cowboys. She was Sagittarius, and she had fake boobs, and she used to just walk up and down the hallway, and I used to love her because she was just like, oh my God, I love her. Like, she was just the sweetest little white lady ever. But her daughters, they used to go to battle over their mom. One of them used to be here all the time, and then she'd be like, did so-and-so come? And we'll be like, no, she didn't come, or she came to the door, she broke down, couldn't come in. She's like, figures, all she cares about is her head. Like, she would tell us all her sisters' tea, like, crazy work. But they was all Caucasian. But the black family, they're like all five of, okay, so this, I'm not gonna say her name, but there's this black lady in there, and we all just loved her. Her room looked like a grandmother's room. Like, you couldn't tell that she was in a facility when you walked in her room. I used to love going to her room taking a nap because it just felt homey. But she had 5 kids, 5 black, strong, tall, successful. One of her daughters is famous in Texas. I think she was like I don't know, she did something. She was always on TV. But they were always, like, they came, when I saw one of them always came every day. Like, that's why I love, like, black people, because they don't play about their family. It's true. Like, I really do feel like that. I feel like even with the other black family, the son, the husband that owned the pharmacies, him and his wife, she was there every day. Like, and then the other lady and her daughter, like, them black people, they was there every day on top of it. Like, I don't know, their rooms was always nice. Like, I don't know, it was just a different type of care. And I don't know, maybe because we were all black, so we just kind of cared more. But you know what, in the medical field, my sister says that it's like, statistically, Caucasians look at us like animals. Like, they don't look at us like humans. So that's why black women have a high fatality rate, because the other races of doctors and stuff, they don't look at us like they can fix us. Yeah, so it's just like a statistic. So I think that's why as black people, we have such, and you don't even have to be black. Like, you could just be, we could just read your aura. I feel like it will just have a sense of like wanting to protect you and just wanting to take a better care of you. So yeah, I can't say that about a lot of other races. And it's like, I don't think it's something that's taught. I think it's just, it's in you. And it's not in them. It is what it is. I don't care. But anyway, so yeah, that's crazy. We watched Strung. Have y'all seen Strung? Spoilers. So this movie was stupid. Shay was loving it though.
It was cool. It was a cool watch. I don't think I would care to watch it again.
The movie was stupid.
First time watch.
Chloe cannot act.
I just hate Chloe.
I don't hate her.
Yeah, you do.
No. And then I just think like the acting is crazy in this movie, cause I saw her in what was that show I watched?
What?
The Honeybee song, the Swarm. I watched her in Swarm, but she also died in there, so she wasn't in it but a couple of, like 1 or 2 episodes. But no, she was just annoying in this one. It was just the way she was acting. Like,
I don't think the acting was that bad.
girl, you're like, at the end you was like,
Okay, I said one little part. I was like,
you said like 3, like towards the end, like, but the whole time, cause I'm like, oh, she
that
came.
breathing was crazy, but
No. No.
all that breathing when she was standing right there, and I'm like, she finna get caught by breathing.
And what she do? Get caught because she was breathing. So basically, the movie's about, and it was so dumb. Like, Tyler Perry, okay, like, come on now, can you care a little bit? Can you take a week at least to do a playwright? So basically, the movie was about this girl, Chloe. I don't really know the beginning, but I know she started messing with this one dude. She's like in love. They had the best sex of their life, whatever. And then she's like, she works at a piano school. She's like a teacher at a piano school. And this lady by Lynn Whitfield, she comes in and she's like, I need you. I want to hire you as a living tutor for the piano for my granddaughter. So she's like, oh my God, sure. Like, I would love to. Oh my God, this is lit. Because she was staying with her friend or something. So she's hired or whatever. And so Lynn Whitfield introduces her to the whole house. And she introduces her to the little girl, her granddaughter, and the little girl's mom, her daughter, right? So the mom just hates her. The mom, Lynn Whitfield's daughter, she hates Chloe, right? So, and Chloe's like, whatever. So then, now Lynn Whitfield's like, yeah, you're going to have other work in addition to being a tutor. First of all, excuse me, I would have quit right then and there. Why would you hire me to be her pianist? Why am I fetching her meals and stuff? I'm not her assistant, but I guess it's a movie. So boom, so then she's like, so the daughter, she didn't really mess with the grandma for real. Like, she was just saying little smart stuff to the grandma. And then, like, the little girl, she had this thing where she loves to wear this mask all the time. So, yeah, I don't know. That was weird. But anyway, so they having breakfast. Woo. And the baby daddy come in. The little girl dad come in. Lord and behold, it was the dude she was freaking on in the beginning. So now here go Chloe. Oh! She does this whole little thing where she snatches the mask, puts the mask on, comes back, and then just to take the mask off and expose her face. Like, girl, that's when I knew I was over her. Like, you did all that. So, yeah, so now he's like, oh, my God, like, what are you doing here? And she was like, I don't know. Like, this is a weird coincidence. So, anyway, long story short, they started messing around under the roof of the house or whatever. So, they start messing around, woo. So, she's, yeah, because it's like, you don't even, like, why are you still there? Leave. Like, you could have just quit. Like, that's weird. So they're just having sex everywhere. The kitchen, the outside, the shower, the bedroom, just living her best life under this woman's roof, assisting her daughter and fucking her man. So then now she's thinking, because now weird stuff is happening. So now she's thinking that the mom, the wife knows, because the dude, her baby daddy, the girl's baby daddy, hooked her up with like this audition at their bridal shower to play this violin in front of this scout or whatever. So her violin was cracked, so her performance got ruined. So she saw that there was a note inside the violin that says "I know." So she thought it was the mama that did it, her side nigga's wife or whatever. She thought it was him that did it. So she goes and, why are you doing this to me? Mind you, bitch, even if she did do that, you're messing with her man in her house. Why wouldn't she mess up your... what? I was over it. So she goes and does this whole big thing where she wants to attack a pregnant woman, mind you, at her house at her bridal shower. Come to find out, it was Lynn Whitfield. Lynn Whitfield's messing with her son-in-law. And what was they? She didn't want to be broke. Lynn Whitfield never wants to be broke, right?
Girl.
Lynn Whitfield never want to be broke. She will sell her own kids to a man. What he say? What she say? I found a man that loves me for me. He has a heart. Like, girl. But yeah, so basically Lynn Whitfield was messing with the son-in-law. They had this big extravagant plan to extract all of her first baby daddy's money, her daughter's first baby daddy, who was like a rich and famous dude who I guess the son-in-law represented. So they were best friends. And I guess after he mysteriously died under mysterious circumstances, the best friend started messing with his best friend, his wife, which is the crazy baby mama. So yeah, anyways, the movie was stupid. Ended with, so they just wanted some type of, I don't really know, guys. Watch it, but it was dumb. It ended with, how did it end? Lynn Whitfield died. Oh my God. And then you just have to say the funny part is like the pregnant lady was sliding down the stairs. She could barely get down the stairs. I'm thinking she even fall through the steps. She gonna fall out this step. And then as soon as her wife died, everybody dead that's a threat to her. Now she can run down the stairs perfectly. Like, okay, Tyler Perry. Like, I love him because get your coin. But at the same time, like, I miss a good movie. Like, I miss a good...
Like, why is all the serious movies literally comedy?
Funny, like when I tell you, we was like, even there's a part in the beginning of the movie when Chloe's mouth was not moving, and okay, see you later, have a good day. Her whole mouth wasn't even moving. Like what TP? Like, aren't you like a billionaire? Can you stretch your budget out a little bit? Like, I miss a good movie, even with Spike Lee. The last movie I watched by Spike Lee was what? That movie with A$AP Rocky. It's like y'all spend the most money on promotion than y'all do on the actual budget of the film. It's like, damn, this is exactly why Hollywood's dying. Speaking of Hollywood, BET Awards sucked. And I have something to say about that. I can say this because, first of all, I love me some Tiana Taylor down. I do. I love her. I'm so happy for her. But, baby, it's kind of giving like how they did Doechii. And it's kind of giving how they did Jonathan Majors. How they're, like, pushing. Like, I feel like they're forcing. Like, Icon of the Year is crazy. Crazy. Like, I just don't think that I don't think it was worth that for her. But I love that she got it. It's cool, but I just don't believe it. And I just think about Cat Williams. Like, shit, when shit's too good to be true, shit's to play. And I feel like, I feel like shit's getting bought. I feel like the awards don't really mean nothing. And I think that, it just sucks. But I do love that Janet Jackson was there, because if y'all know me, y'all know I love me some Janet Demina Joe Jackson. And it was just like a full circle moment for Tiana because she loves her too. So like, I love that for her. But yeah, Icon of the Year is crazy. But it just gives like that award was bought. What else? B2K and Pretty Ricky. I hate Omarion. I love me some Pretty Ricky. That's all I care about to talk about. I'm watching House of the Dragon. Jay, calm down. Yeah, she's thirsty because she's like, nobody's watching it for her to talk to, so now I'm watching it. It's actually pretty good. 7 heads. What else? They be saying cunt.
They say everything.
And and showing PPs and VVs. But
Try to watch Game of Thrones too. All of that stuff is in there. All the storylines is fire. She just didn't give it.
I did watch it. I just watched it till Khaleesi got the dragon. She was like, the cut is it killed all them niggas. I stopped watching when she got the army.
Finishing that when you finish this. Just saying.
See, this is why I can't. This is
Okay,
why. This is why. No, but I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of good. Like, and then I'm kind of like into like I'm not really into that type of stuff, but I like this. Like the storylines is interesting as hell. Like I really want to tell y'all what's going on. Like when I tell you these people in this, like the incest is crazy, but you know that incest was a thing. You know, think about the Greek gods and goddesses and the Egyptian gods and goddesses. There was our brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts fucking each other. So yeah, but it's just crazy, and it's literally this is Shay shit. It's Game of the Thrones. They're playing the Game of the Thrones. Every time I'm like, girl, he really want to try to get his bloodline on that shit. Like, he playing Game of the Thrones. Okay, Shay. She's so happy I'm watching it. But yeah, it's good. I'm only on I'm almost done with the first season though. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I care to be talking about right now. Like I said, it's just, you know, I've been on a 2-week hiatus after like a 3-month hiatus. But yeah, what I want to start doing though is and Shay says this to me all the time, that I need to start like making like videos and stuff and like show my personality and stuff. But I just don't like to do that. But I'm gonna do it. I swear. I'm gonna start. She says that too, and it doesn't feel like a job. I just feel like I suck at stuff like that because it's always gonna be loving hip hop.
That's why I want to take Tony.
What take Tony? Okay. So we're gonna start today. We're starting today. Okay, it is time for questions because Shay's finna question me. Don't ask me, but she's questioning me. Ooh, wee, Patty. Français, Biggie. Hitting these fleas. La poisson. Wee. Ha. Have your text leaked or your search? I don't mind having my search history leaked. What? My text messages are crazy.
Especially when it's that phone sex.
No, even that too. Like, period. Like from since I had a cell phone to now, all that's leaked. Hell no. The stuff I used to no, and it's not even. It could be just from like. My search history can definitely get leaked because I literally Google like my search history. I can tell there's nothing in my search history. I literally look up like stuff for the pod. I look up porn, but who doesn't look up porn? I don't look up like freaky porn, like, oh, I want somebody to suck my big toe. Like, I don't care. And I also, like, there's nothing in my search history that I will be ashamed of. For real. Like, what y'all be mad? My search history is boring. Y'all gonna be like, this bitch is a nerd. All she does is read random stuff. Like, literally. But my text messages, crazy. So I would rather have my search history leaked. Because I'm nervous. That's crazy. That's a good one. What would you do, Shay?
Search history
for sure.
I'm too private out of my, like, and not even on no sneaky stuff. Like, I just, you know me.
Yeah.
So y'all would check the search history.
And it's just like, no. But yeah, okay, so moving on, guys, because I'm hot and we have to make a run after this. So, it's Into the Stars. Into the Stars. How does my song go, Shay?
It's in the stars. It's in the stars.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. It's in the stars. Hey, y'all want to know something before I get into the stars? So, I was listening to Michael Jackson at work or whatever, right? Boom, 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 bam. And I was like, oh my God, Pretty Young Thing. Da, da, da. So I was playing that because that's my sister Melva's favorite song. And I was listening to it and I'm just like, that nigga's voice, like he could sing. Like, I don't know. It was just like, he's always could sing to me, obviously, but like, it was something in that song that just had me like, wow, PYT. Okay. So, I have not been doing anything to elevate my intelligence nor my spirituality because I've been just whatever. So I am deciding to slowly get back into, just that. And before I took like a super long break, I was low key because I was like starting to kind of try to get into my meditation, and I'm just, just learning about things and stuff like that. So symbolism was really a reoccurring thing in the Aleister Crowley book that I was reading. So I was like, I want to try to get more into that because symbolism really does play a big part. And then when I was doing research on numerology and all of that and those type of things, that is, it's a really, like, symbolism is a really important big thing that is used worldwide. So I want to slowly start getting into like symbolism, not like super, super just big or anything, but like, yeah, so I decided to talk about the swastika for the Into the Stars. And remember, everything that I say on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? Just because I talk about it does not mean I practice, believe, nor whatever the hell. But I'm, I feel like that was a lie. A lot of stuff that I talk about on this podcast, I'm looking into it. It's a part of me. It's a part of my journey. So whether I believe it or not doesn't matter. Okay. But yes, we're talking about the swastika. This is an easy one. I hope this isn't. I feel like we already talked about this, but I guess it didn't air. Okay, so the swastika. First, let's talk about the name and where it comes from. The name comes from the Sanskrit word something. Okay, so I was supposed to write down the word so I could be able to like pronounce it, but I didn't get around to it. But it comes from the Sanskrit word meaning good fortune. Now, Sanskrit, I don't know if you're familiar with that word, but if you are an avid watcher of this podcast, honey, all 12 of you, then you guys should remember that in season 2, episode 9, I talked about chakras, and all those 7 chakras, those words came from the language Sanskrit. Okay, so that's where the swastika name comes from. Okay, so I was trying to figure out when was the earliest known, like when did it basically pop up, and I got like a few different answers. So yeah, I was trying to look up the first, like the oldest known, and I got a few answers. So I wrote down the one. I'm just gonna read what I got. Okay, so the swastika, it is one of the oldest known symbols. The earliest appearance that I found at first was saying 5500 to 4500 BC, but I did some more digging and found out that 10,000 to 13,000 BC was when it first became a thing in Ukraine. And they were saying that symbol was popping up because it was being found in like natural, like right after the ice age or something. There was, these symbols was being shown on like natural, like potteries and stuff like that. So, yeah. And then from 5500 to 4500, there was some more symbols being found on the pottery and some figurines. near Bulgaria, Serbia, Romania, which is not that far from Ukraine. So all of that in like the southern east of Europe is where the swastika sign they really took notice of it. It wasn't really until and then the paleontologists, which is the people that actually study fossils, or they're able to tell like how old something is, or they're able to figure out the earth and know shit about the earth by looking at the fossils. They're the ones that was discovering all of that, so they were able to tell like how old the shit was. But anyways, they suggested that these patterns that were found on these figurines and these potteries and stuff were a pattern was inspired by natural structures made by the mammoth ivory. So yeah, that's what they felt like it was. Yeah. So the swastika also showed up in the Coptic Egyptian days. I looked that up. So basically when the Egyptian was when they were diverting over to Christianity, that symbol was also being used. I didn't really get more into that because the Hindus is who really coined the name swastika, so I wanted to just get more into that one. But apparently this symbol was being used all over, sporadic throughout the time, but the Hindus are the ones that actually named it. So that's why I kind of gear it more towards that. And the Hindu religion has been using the symbol for at least 2,500 years, 25 to 3,500 years. Even though the symbol itself is 4,000 years old. So they were saying that like the symbol they didn't get its name until the Hindus pretty much they adopted the symbol, but before that it was just always popping up in figurines. It didn't have a name. Okay. So they started using it because it kind of went with they associated with their like cosmic shits in a sense. We'll get more into it. I'm going to describe what the shapes are because I didn't even know that the swastika there's two different ways that it goes. So it can go facing, and I'll post a picture, but there's one that's facing right and there's one that's facing left. Okay, the one that's facing right represents the sun, life, growth, good luck, prosperity, blessings, and positive energy. The left facing, which is called the 𝙲'𝙴𝚃𝚃, so not swastika, the 𝙲'𝙴𝚃𝚃, represents feminine energy, night, change, transformation, looking inward, and spiritual growth. So I didn't know that. Ancient people associated this rotating shape with life-giving sun and repeating the cycles of nature. So over the thousands of years, Hindus began to see this as a symbol of prosperity, harmony, and divine energy because of the way that it's rotating, and it was like it was basically showing up in all their natural like. It just was showing them. It was like a symbol of like that life always goes on, nothing ever dies. Energy just it keeps going, and so when it was showing up in all those scenarios, then the Hindus took it as a cosmic sign, and that's ultimately what the swastika and the 𝙲'𝚃𝚃 was used for. So yeah, it's not. So I was like trying to figure out who named it that, and that's how I found out the Hindus named it. And I was trying to figure out why did they just know it was good? I don't know. I hate my brain sometimes because it's like I need to know. I need to have an answer for everything. But this was like kind of cool because it kind of is like, bitch, you don't need to have the answer for everything. So it was basically saying like, because I was trying to figure out like who the fuck, what the fuck. So they were saying like basically it wasn't like a time period where the Hindus or whoever was like, this represents good fortune or da-da-da. It was basically the experience over time and the comparisons and the fact that it was like a message type of thing. So it wasn't like a time or a date. It was just like an experience over thousands of years or hundreds of centuries where it just kind of made sense, I guess. So, but yeah, that's basically what the swastika originally meant. That's what it represents. And of course, I was gonna do a whole segment on Adolf Hitler. Shut up, y'all. But I was gonna do a whole nother thing on Adolf Hitler and talk about, why he took it. But so he has autobiographies, and so for me, because I just really don't even trust the internet information at all, especially with AI, I like to, if you have a book or an autobiography on something, I want to read that. So, and who had time to read a book from 1900s? Not I, baby. So I just was like, I'm not even gonna get into that. But I did want to know why he took that. But what I did, because I skimmed, what I did find out was I thought it was very interesting. And it's very interesting because a lot of these old ass, like Hitler's, Aleister Crowley, who's the dude that was practiced demonology, him, like they all was very, very, very much into like spirituality, very much into creating your own reality, being like the divine, like they're very much into like that type of stuff. So I just thought it was very interesting that he recognized, like they were saying, like the Germans, his people, they were very much into like the Hinduism religion and the spirituality part of it, and being basically the master of your own destiny, stuff like that. So yeah, but I didn't get too much into it, because then it's like, okay, yeah. But yeah, so that's the swastika, guys. All right, moving on. This is a part of the podcast where I am free spirit tell a tale. Okay, so I just don't be wanting to know what I be wanting to know.
What?
I don't know. I'm gonna give you bitches what is it called, Shay? I'm gonna give you bitches, what do they call it? When like I'm gonna give y'all bitches a tip. I'm gonna help you bitches out. I'm gonna show you what the fuck not to do when you stalking your man. A man that's not even yours. Nigga. It's about time I stalked this nigga and got caught. This is about a time where I, Darnella Jean, got caught stalking a man who wasn't mine. But I was so digmatized and so in love, because I'm a Sag and we love hard until we don't.
Okay.
All right. So I had moved to Texas, right? I had niggas on niggas, right? But I wasn't having sex with all of them, right? Just probably like 3 of them. I was a hoe. I ain't no mo. I don't matter. That's what I thought. But, it is what it is. I met this nigga. He was living across the street from me. And his name was Bleep Bleep. Thought I was going to say it. I ain't finna give out my tea. But yeah, and mind you, the nigga's still in my inbox to this day. So just know, I got that good and I never play. But back then I was obsessed. Okay, so boom. Yeah, he was kicking it with my white friend. Shout out to you. And he had his homeboy. They used to come to my store, do what it do. And I just saw him. He thick, tall, chocolate, fine. Just like I like him. Good like my wine. So he was hitting me up, giving me attention. You know me, I'm a Sag. Just tell me I'm pretty and I'm sipping. I don't even know how we started fucking around. He used to act like, I don't know. He was just one of my dudes. Like, he wasn't even like anything, but he was probably my favorite peen at the time. Because I probably was having sex with like 2 other guys, one other guy. This was a long time ago. I was like 21. What would y'all do if y'all just moved to Texas, 21, body T, face T-er? Like, what would y'all do? I'm testing the waters. Hello? For real. So I was fucking around. I was around the block, up the street, down the corner. And he was probably my favorite peen at the time. And I don't know, I liked him, right, Shay? I was just like in love with him or something. He was my favorite. So it's like I wanted to only freak on him, but of course, I had like one or two, but he was the one I would want to see the most. Like if all three of them would call me and then Michael called me, I'm going to Michael. But I was also like, he didn't know that. Like I will also do shit like when I'm with him, I would like answer my phone when other niggas is calling me and stuff because he get jealous. Like, yeah, nigga, you're not the only one. So I need you to try to be the only one. Michael wasn't going for that. Michael is very much like, he was playing me. He was still talking to baby mama, so it was okay. But anyway, so like I said, he stayed across the street from me. So like when I wanted to see Michael and he wasn't like available when I wanted, that was a problem for me. And you only stay at the next set of apartments up the street, so I'm about to ride over there and see. And I feel like I used to do that quite a bit. I had my best friend on the phone. This one particular time, I pull up to his apartment complex, and I'm on the phone with I'm on the phone with his friend. Did I walk up to the door?
I feel like you did, and then you got
Ran. Okay, yeah, because this was so long ago, I didn't remember. Because mind you, I was talking to God, niggas. I loved my little first few years in Texas. I had a fabulous time in jail. But yeah, so we pull up to his apartment. But me by myself, but Shay's on the phone with me. So I'm like, Shay, so my best friend, she like, what are you like? She's always trying to talk me out of stuff. It's just like, you're done. But I'm like, girl, we doing this. We here. So we pull up to the house and I don't know. I feel like I went to the door and I heard voices or something. So mind you, because he wasn't answering my call. There was a reason why I pulled up to him, because I'm like his car, because he had like a Challenger and mind you, this is how bum niggas work. The Challenger or the car, I don't know if it was him or his friend's car, but one of them they were in my bitch's name. Like, bum niggas, bro. But you're young, who cares? Like, I don't think like, but yeah, nigga, you're a bum. But anyways, so I don't know if I saw his car. I'm like, oh, he's at home. He's not answering my call. What the fuck's going on? So I pull up and I'm like, okay. I thought I heard voices, so I'm running to the car. So I'm on the phone with Shay and I'm like, I feel like, because I was like, I swear I thought he was outside. I knew he had either came outside or something. Because I remember, yeah, because I was scared to pull off. You remember? I was scared to pull off, so I'm like, bitch, I think he's like out there. I don't want him to see my car. I was so scared to pull out. So I feel like I might have heard something. I ran out. I ran down to my car and I was scared to pull out for whatever reason. So Shay's like, girl, just do it. Like, oh my God, DJ, just do it. So right when I pull out, this nigga's over the railing staring at my car. Like, bitch, what? I'm a stalker, but I'm not a good stalker. Like, I don't do shit like that. Huh?
You're not good at anything. You suck at anything sneaky.
I know. She's not even lying. Because who gets caught stalking a nigga? Like, I was so, but it was so funny though, because when I tell you, he probably was looking at my car, this bitch is here. And I'm really just like, ooh. And I pulled out, this nigga standing leaning over the rail and looking at my car. And I think his baby mama was there. I don't really know what happened after that. I feel like I said, I was overlapping him with other niggas. But yeah, that's the story of me failing at stalking a nigga. I was something else. I was something else. Okay, so this is the part where I'm supposed to have a quote for you guys. I do. I left a note in the hallway. By the time you read it, I'll be far away. I'm far away. But I'm not messing with anybody. Let's have a toast to the good life. Suicide before you see these tears fall down my eyes. Me and my bitches, we gonna be all right. We gonna live a good life.
Preach.
Big homie better grow up. Me and my roadies, we gonna stroll up. I see them boppers in the corner. They sneaking out the back door. Yeah. He only wants me when I'm not there.
Yeah.
He better call Becky with the good hair. Yeah. He better call Becky with the good hair. He only want me when I'm not there. You better call Becky with the good hair. Yeah. You better call Becky with the good. All right, y'all. So that's it. That's all. I love you. I had such a great time. I am hoping that with everything you guys are going through, you guys are getting through that shit. Because I am a walking testimony telling you that better late than never, honey. We're going to be all right. We're going to live a good life. Okay? We're going to live a good life. But as always, stay la vie. Bye. 'Cause time ain't real and real ain't time. Sitting crooked.